musicians are the magicians of the modern day.
They're the Magi's. They're tapping into Magi Nation, the imagination, and they are able to terraform this holographic reality.
I make imagination real. I got the passion in the will. Yeah. If you talking cash, then we could build. I'm not like my dad, I pay my bills. I pack my bag and play the field. I make imagination real. I got the passion in the will. Yeah. If you talking cash, then we could build. I'm not like my dad, I pay my bills. I feel like this rap gon' make me mills.
Riding through Fortress on polo horses in my low sweats. Fuck your Rolex, bitch, I tell time like the Olmecs. Bitch, I'm tech savvy like the Toltecs. Tatted from neck to my soulplex like the Aztec. Nigga roll dice, wanna aspect. That's all on ice when we blast tech.
Aquatics. You know what I'm talking about? That's the waterfall. That's the negative ions. That's the charging of the ionosphere. This is how you make money. This is how you make currency. This is how you create billions. This is how you make thought manifest. So I figured that we change up the scenery and do a Melanin Mondays by the waterfall. I wasn't able to do Melanin Mondays on Monday because my melanin was tired. When I got back in the house, I was at a festival all day. The International African Arts Festival, which is taking place up until the 4th of July. It's in Commodore Park in Brooklyn. It's been going on since Saturday. It's an annual celebration. It's a festival. Hey, it's a marketplace. It's a place where vendors and small businesses are gathered in the name of the culture. Henceforth, the title International African Arts Festival. So different African continental vendors from the continent. There are vendors from down south. There are vendors from local areas like Brooklyn, Queens, Harlem, Bronx. This is going on. There's going to be an exchange revenue of hundreds of millions of dollars during these 5 days at that one festival where people who look just like me and you are receiving the currency. They're receiving the reward. They're receiving the exchange, because remember, fair exchange, no robbery. If you go and buy an item, there's a fair exchange. So you got something in exchange for them getting currency. You didn't look out for anybody. You didn't do anybody a favor. You made a change. You saw something that you wanted. You didn't hesitate, and you went and got it because you were not living in lack. You were not living in a consciousness of lack where you can't manifest that same $30, $40, $50, $500 that you spent on something that you want. When it manifests and when it appears before you, you know that there's no time but the now. So you go ahead and you get that. Then you say to the universe, yo, just replenish that money that I just exchanged, or that money that I just circulated, or that money that I just spent. There's ways of doing these things. So yeah, I'm at a festival. This year, the festival is not what it was last year. We're going to get into that during this conversation. I'm going to give some of the my theory as to why the majority of the festivals that New York has are diminishing in size, energy, turnout, amongst many other things. One of the main reasons is there's an exodus that's taking place in New York City. And I got to speak on these headphones, so pardon me if the audio may not sound as crispy, but there's a waterfall behind me, and I don't know how my voice will project without the headphones. So there's a mass exodus, a reverse migration taking place in the East Coast as a result, direct result of gentrification. You could bring up other factors, but gentrification is the top factor that's pushing people out of the cities and the surrounding boroughs. And people are not able to attend these festivals because they're not residents of the states. Even if they come into town it's very expensive to stay in New York. Salute to everybody that has come into New York over the weekends and the months and everything. And y'all just is like, you know what? It doesn't matter what it costs. I'm going to pay for the experience, because at the end of the day, it is about the experience and it's worth the experience. So, you know, what are you going to spend your money on? Nothing. You know what I mean? You might as well spend it on experience. So this marketplace, you know, this is a smaller marketplace. This marketplace takes place inside of a park. Across Black America, there are many parks. So this marketplace can be duplicated in all big parks in Black America, especially where people are residing who have some culture about them. Because you gotta have culture to want to come to an African arts festival, even if they selling shea butter, you know what I mean, and you wanted to pick up a dashiki or whatnot. You should be knowledgeable about the value, not just the art, not somebody trying to sell you something. Look, you belong to a priceless culture. You belong to a valuable culture. You belong to a culture that they can't even put a price tag on. You actually belong to a culture that is influencing, it's powering, and it's being marketed, and it's marketed to around the world. That's the culture that you belong to, not just hip hop culture, but African culture on some Wakanda shit, even before Wakanda. Now look at Wakanda and look at this previous report that just came out the other day that I posted on my Instagram, which followed up the conversation that we were having 2 weeks ago. And it said in verbatim, I don't know if I'm going to quote it in verbatim, but it said to this degree: the woke generation, or what they're calling the Generation XX. I call it the Generation XX and the Generation XXX, or the XXX, like XX Tentacion, right? They said that the woke generation has a market value of $85 billion. Did you just hear what I just said? The article, which was in Forbes, which follows up the conversation that we were having, and this is the 2.0 today, where we're going to have more of that conversation. It said that the woke, they identified the woke generation as a target audience in a market. They valued that market of the woke generation XX. It doesn't matter if they're European or Caucasoid. It doesn't matter if they're Asian. It doesn't matter if they're Negro. Peace to the family, peace to the family. Yeah, that's right. In Brooklyn, playing the album tonight. So you want us to take it to digital? Alright, tonight. Alright. Peace to the God. Yeah, yeah. Good. Brooklyn. Yeah, of course. Young God. Brooklyn. Yeah, be in Brooklyn. That BK love. Spread love the Brooklyn way. You already. Alright? Spread love the Brooklyn way. What's good, family? Yeah. Let me get away from this music real quick. We had to open it up with some vibes. You know what I'm talking about? Gotta set the mood. Oh shit. Yeah, alright. He all right. Don't worry about him. He good. What's good, y'all? Peace to you and yours. It's your brother Red Pill reporting live and direct. I'm gonna walk around. We're gonna see some small businesses, some entrepreneurs, peace, some beautiful people while we're in the midst of this build. You know what I mean? Those are your your commercials, not interruptions, but your commercial breaks. Where we take some breaks and talk to some entrepreneurs and whatnot, and shine some light on some of our beautiful people in the planet of Brooklyn. It just finished raining, so it's a little light out here and whatnot, but it's all good. You know what I'm talking about? We don't need a stampede. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be able to finish talking to y'all if it was popping out here, because I would have to stop every minute to deal with, building with the people. So everything is in divine order. Blue is right here doing his thing. Say what up. Say what's goody. Melanin Mondays. Yeah.
Brooklyn between Fort Greene and Barrett.
Fact.
We're here on the pavement. Downtown Barrett Park.
That's right. Look at this work that Blue got. Blue got some work right here, y'all. Blue got some wizard. Yeah, the brother got some wonderful products out here. You know what I mean? Conscious industry. The 44 billion is the woke marketplace, Blue. 44. That magical 44. The woke marketplace is $44 billion, according to Forbes magazine. So we just here getting a little 0.0001% of that. Can't be mad at that now. You know what I'm talking about? Even though we want 10% of that. But yeah, 44 billion is the woke marketplace. So look at some of this nice woke jewelry. Wakanda forever. You already. Alright. Can you say hi to the family, please? Huh? Don't get shy right now. We're not gonna do that. Say love and light to the family. This beautiful young lady, I know, she's an avid listener and a supporter, and her and her mother, correct? Yeah. You and mom. Hey mom, how you doing? So yeah, I ain't gonna keep the camera on you, but thank you for pulling up. And look at the legend. Has Beezy in a Feezy. Philly in a building. You already know what it is. All vegan cheesecake. Talking about crack right there. They go with that creamy crack. The Blue got. That's that work right there. I know I never had that vegan cheesecake. You see it has. You got to support that. Get that in your life. Yo, I'm going to walk around. All right. Yeah, man. So it's a beautiful thing. Talking about to be around our people. I've been saying it before. Let me just walk, right? Let me just walk so we can see what it is that I'm talking about when we come together. Look at this. I'm gonna turn the camera around. This is like a tent city, right? This is a festival. Like I said, it just was raining earlier, so these are 10 by 10 tents that I was talking about in the previous lecture of Melanin Monday about the 10 by 10 tents, where each one of these are like representatives of a brick and mortar or representatives of a click and order. These are small stores when you put them together in a 10 by 10 tent. Social gatherings, right? You don't even need a tent. Look, you could do commerce and you could sell products right there, right? You can have books on display. The culture, a priceless culture, $1 trillion worth culture. Peace and love. Blessings. Bless up. How are you? Yes. I'm just letting the family know that we have some beautiful literature out here. This is a rarity. We need this in every city. You feel me? Okay, look at the social settings. Look how people are sitting down, enjoying their time with each other, building. Hank Risingson, master scientist. Peace, Hank. Peace, brother. Peace, Kafuya. We doing Melanin Mondays. I'm just shouting everybody at Rospin, the legend. You know what I'm talking about? This is community. You know what I mean? This is peace, peace. This is what it's all about. Peace to the God. All right? Just showing the people around the world, the beautiful people in Brooklyn. We have our master teacher,
Brother Infudishi, who I will not show eating his food. I just want to say thank you, brother. Peace and love. You know what I mean? Yes, yes. Peace, family. How y'all? All right. Hotep. I'm just sharing with the family how these 10 by 10 booths turn into marketplaces, small businesses, meeting places, social gatherings. You know what I mean? Community. Because everybody says conscious community. Well, this is community, family. This is what it looks like. This is what it feels like. It's all love. You know what I mean? It's all love. African community. This is a micronism of what it is that we do this for. It's here. It's already here, man. You already know. Peace, y'all. You know. Peace, y'all. Peace, family. You know what I mean? Beautiful, beautiful. Wait till tomorrow, the 4th of July, when it really turns up. That'll be the last day of this festival. Right now, we just here, like, you know, I'm just walking a few feet and we running into legends. We going into booths where the energy is at a very high rate, the talent, the products, all of these things. So what I've said before, and I'm going to keep saying it again, look at this. Look at all of this. Look at all of this, all of these products, all of this talent. You know what I mean?
That's named after
Peace to the legend.
Peace, my brother. All right.
Greetings. How are you? Peace, peace. How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm great. I'm great. How you doing? Hey, hello. How you doing? All right. Peace, King. No doubt. How's your sister? How's your sister?
I didn't want to say nothing stupid. You know what I'm saying? You know how it is. You want to say something, but you don't want to say something stupid.
No doubt. See our beautiful people, beautiful products, all of this talent. You know what I mean? You. What's happening? All right. So when you think about it, what is our goals? What are our aims if it's not to create an environment and it's not to create peace to God and it's not to create a situation that we see like right here. This is once a year. This is an annual event. But at the end of the day, this should be the goal for everybody that's inside of this movement. Peace to God. What's goody? Yes, yes, I'm great. Yes. Say what up to the family. I'm just out here showing them the legends.
You already know. Necessary evil.
Necessary
what
evil.
happens when you put the red and the blue together, you get the purple.
You already.
Make sure to get your copy. Shout out to my big brother, Red Pill and Blue Pill. Love y'all, y'all.
No doubt, King. Love you too. Keep doing your thing. Now look at down here. Look at all of these vendors. Alright. Look at all of this. Look at all of this creativity. Look at all of the talent. Look at all of the skill sets. Look at all of the currency. Look at all the intellectual property. You know what I'm saying? Look at all of the products. Look at the entrepreneurs. Look at the spirit of people. Now, I'm sure that this is in so many other states. This is not just exclusive to Brooklyn or New York. This is everywhere in Black America that you go. You're going to see outbursts and you're going to see creativity and you're going to see products and you're going to see all of the potential that exists in this video right here. This is something that's not exclusively to one country or one state or one borough. Our people all around the world, in the Caribbean, in the African diaspora, you understand? And you in the UK, okay? In the Caribbean, this is what we're doing. We're coming together and we're bringing our culture and we're adding value to our culture and we're satisfying the needs of the people who, you know, show up to support people who look like this. You know what I'm talking about? So, you know, that's the focus. I mean, I'm just showing y'all briefly what it looks like out here. We'll capture more footage on a professional camera with the professional camera crew, and we'll put it together in a better styled, you know, content rather than me walking around with my camera phone, stopping and talking to people. but I just want y'all to see a glimpse, because that's only 1% of what you'll see if you came out here, or if you were out here, or if you go to the festivals or create one in your city or your state. You know what I mean? But with all of this black death that we keep seeing, and all of these problems that black people want to own up and say that they have and everything, well, goddamn it, you need to see some footage of some black people that are not stressed out, that are not going through victimhood, that are not, you know, on their suicidal bandwagons and stuff like that, or they're not dealing with a form of poverty consciousness. You feel me? This is a reality that we all should own. You saw when I just walked through this little area and we were seeing the vendors and it's raining and everybody still looks happy, because once you come amongst your people, and you might be taking yourself out of a toxic environment. You might be removing yourself out of an environment that doesn't allow you to be God, that doesn't allow you to be a goddess, that doesn't allow you to be Islamic, that doesn't allow you to be Moorish, that doesn't allow you to be anything that you want to be, and you come amongst your people and you can be who you are around your people. Look, that's a beautiful thing. That is a form of freedom. That is a form of expression, expressive freedom. That is a form of expression, and inside of expression is freedom. So anytime that we come together and we're vibrating on a similar frequency, that is like I always say, that is a healing moment. The power is in the now. So, you know, that's a healing moment. I'm not going to talk you to death about these things, though. You know what I mean? We're going to do more about, you know, showing. We have to do more about documenting it and showing it to the people in a cinematic way, or showing it to the people in a way where it speaks to their minds or it speaks to their hearts, and it makes them want to get up and do something. You know what I mean? We have to master the art of storytelling. We have to master the art of marketing. We have to master the art of being able to promote our ideas and our concepts to a demographics of people so they can be willing to go ahead and experience it themselves. The same way that they market and promote motherfucking visit Rome, or, you know, come and hang out in Santorini, Greece, or, you know, whatever it is. They market it to our people, and our people go and they eat that up. So we got to start marketing to our people the ideas and the concepts of having your own city, your own state, your own town, your own country. You know what I mean? But you got to start off with your own community. So, you know, it is what it is. Some people will be like, but brother Red Pill, we don't have a community, and I live in a hood, and peace, peace, peace. Peace to the young guys. Where Cuba at? Huh? Hold on. Say what's up to the live, the youngins, the future. The future. Say Hotep.
Black power.
Yes, black power. Indeed. Peace, y'all. Yeah, so babies, man, the future, the little ones, you know, they want to win. You know what I'm saying? They ain't with that losing talk. They want to win. You know what I mean? And they want to win unequivocally. You know what I'm saying? Peace. They want to win. They want to win with a shutout. They're not trying to just squeeze by. No, they want to win because they know that the W was owed to them. So salute to everybody that's out there with that on their minds when they get in front of these cameras, or when they go on top of them stages and whatnot. You know what I mean? And they burn that fire, and they making sure that they burning up all of the fuckery or all of the obstacles that are in the way of these children from growing and developing and evolving and being able to dodge the obstacles that were in your way when you were on your transformation, or when you were on your path, or when you were on your journey. What's goody?
Some people in the Bronx.
Huh?
Some people in the Bronx. I mean, they're getting ready to go to the Bronx. You still leaving?
Yeah, in a little while. About to wrap this up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what you think about doing?
I can wait.
All right.
But like, about how long? Because I don't want to.
15.
Okay.
10 to 15.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So these little ones, you know what I mean? And not just the little ones, you know, the young gods, peace. Young gods and the young goddesses, because I'm meeting people that's like 18, 19, 17 years old, the millennials and whatnot, super sharp, ready to get it going. Like they're not waiting for anybody to do anything. They're out there living their best conscious life, or they're out there living their best woke life, or they're out there living their best journey. You know what I mean? They on their path and whatnot. And you know, I applaud them and I'm there for them. And you know, we connect with them. You know what I'm saying? Like they need they need somebody to pave the way. Look at this right here. Yeah. So yeah, you know, I don't want to talk too long because, like I said, I got things that I got to take care of. But you know, let's just begin to realize how important we are as a collective. Not just realize it, we should have realized that by now. Like that should have been realized. But in order to add the value to what it is that each one of us have to offer, we have to support. We have to get out here. We have to see the value in each other. Stop worrying about what everybody's doing because they're not worrying about what the fuck you're doing. You know what I mean? Or everything that you're doing that's making you look crazy and silly, they're using that to capitalize off of, you know what I mean, trying to defeat you. So you can't necessarily worry about anybody else at this point. You have to focus on you. Focus on this picture right here. Focus on this image right here. Focus on this concept of being royal again. You know what I'm talking about? Together, you know what I mean? As a unit. You know what I mean? Focus on protecting women like this. Focus on raising women like this, or recreating women that are even better than women like this. You know what I mean? Like that's what we should be focusing on. You know, it's one thing to revere and honor those who came before us, but it seems that a lot of these organizations or a lot of students only turn into worshipers of men who are not here, to excuse the fact that they're not willing to do work for a live human being who is here. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be inspired by what Marcus Mosiah Garvey came and did, but you're supposed to carry out your own mission that's going to create your own Black Star Liner. Don't romanticize the story about a Black Star Liner being created, but you don't have any plans of creating your own Black Star Liner. You dig what I'm saying? As Africans, we don't deal with individualism and things like that. We don't deal with just, oh, he was the only one. No, we know that we inspire, we multiply. So one of our actions inspires hundreds of others. We understand about the 100 monkey theory. You understand? So when one of us makes it, all of us makes it. When one of us jumps through the sky and does a motherfucking, and the hang time is exceeding, you know, what's humanly possible, the next few weeks you see a whole bunch of people doing what was once humanly impossible. And that's just a small example. We could point out sports, because sports, people are more identifiable in sports when it comes to record breaking and doing certain things that are considered superhuman. But there's in the field of education, in the field of scholarship, in the field of medicine, and all different kind of fields, our people are doing these things. They're showing their worth. They are creating, they're breaking records. They're shattering records. God damn it, Shaq ain't the only nigga shattering. I mean, LeBron ain't the only one shattering records. You feel me? So when this is taking place, we have to be able to add value to that. So kudos to everybody who is doing that. There was just a report that came out that said that the woke marketplace, remember the video where we explained that woke is a marketplace? I stripped away all confusing concepts of what woke is and just gave it its definition. Woke is a marketplace. That's where, peace, that's where people go to, or that's where society has been trained to go to do what? To do commerce. Okay? Woke is a marketplace. They took the culture, they commodified it. They took victimhood and they commodified it. You know what I'm saying? They took a whole bunch of things and they commodified it and they put it together. And the people who are behind it are some of the biggest capitalists and commercially viable individuals inside of hip hop, namely Jay-Z, namely J. Cole, namely Kendrick, namely Kanye. These people are identifying with a level of wokeness. These people are waving the woke flag. So by doing that, they're increasing the value of the demographics. It said that the demographics is worth $44 billion. So if you're not talking about how we're going to get a piece of that $1 billion because woke is a marketplace, consciousness is feeding what is known as the woke marketplace. Consciousness is the battery that has powered. Consciousness is the source that has lent its intelligence to. Consciousness is the life spark that woke comes out of. So whenever you participate in the field of peace to God, peace, King, yes, yes. Whenever you participate in this field of what is known as consciousness, and you're doing it from a woke angle, you got to see it as a marketplace. And if you don't, then they're just going to be benefiting off of what it is that you have to offer or what it is that you're doing in said marketplace. So with knowing or with seeing that they did a market analysis of the community, because like I said, what do you think they're doing with the big data? What do you think they're doing with Cambridge Analytica? What do you think that they're doing with all of the numbers that they're crunching? They're crunching the numbers and they're coming up with a valuation aspect. So they added valuation to what is known as the conscious community, or Black Twitter for that matter, because that may be closer to what is known as the woke community than what is known as the conscious community. But if you're conscious, you still fall under that woke banner because it's a marketplace. It's where products are sold. You know what I'm talking about? It's where products are sold. It's where ideas and concepts are commodified. That's the woke marketplace. The Black Panther movie was part of the woke marketplace. That made $1 billion. That was considered part of the woke marketplace. The XX generation and the XXX generation, those are considered the woke, people in the woke marketplace. So collectively, as creators, as entrepreneurs, you know what I'm talking about? As trailblazers, as pioneers, because I could quantify what my valuation is now based off of the fact that the woke marketplace is worth $44 billion. I now could show proof, undeniable proof of the impact that me and my brother and my cousin and other people had in creating the foundation, being a pioneer. Goddammit, I'm talking about riding in. You know what I'm talking about? On a pale white horse to help build what is known as this whole woke thing, or adding on to that whole thing. So, it's going to be an interesting few years ahead of us. We got work to do. We got people that need to link up, stop playing all of these egotistical, games and whatnot, and being able to build a legacy and be able to build brands and be able to commodify what it is that we're doing for the culture, what it is that we're doing for our consciousness, what it is that we're doing and impacting on a global scale. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Because I promise you, I don't want you ever to walk around in a state of despair. I don't ever want you to walk around in a state of disbelief, meaning that you're not believing in your higher self, or meaning you're not believing in, you know what I mean, and who you truly are and what you represent. You know what I mean? That form of disbelief. When somebody is like, yo, you a god, and you like, what? You a goddess. Stop playing. I ain't no goddess. I'm a ratchet. I'm a hoe. You know what I mean? I'm a bird. You know what I mean? You got people that will say that to your face when you're trying to tell them the greatness that you see in them. You might not see what I see in you because your vision may be blurred. Your pineal might be calcified, my nigga. You might not be wearing the same, you might not have the same set of eyes that I have, but sometimes you can see the potential. You can see the greatness. You can see the butterfly inside of these caterpillar ass niggas. But when you go and tell them that, you know what I'm talking about? They don't believe you because they are in the state of disbelief. They don't believe in themselves. They don't believe in themselves. So when it comes to individuals like that, you just gotta let life take its order. You know what I mean? You have to let life do what it do, and those people will learn their lesson, and they will be taught in the art of loving themselves and the art of who the fuck they truly are versus who they're not. You know what I mean? So, don't ever think that everything that you're doing when it comes to this information and all of the shit that you've been learning for these teachers over the years. And at this point, I don't really care what school of thought you belong to. It doesn't matter. You see the projects right there, but you see these white castles behind the projects? That's the notorious Fort Greene projects, right? But they done built these white castles right behind it. That's the new prime real estate in Brooklyn. Yo, the shit that they did with the gentrification of Brooklyn is legendary. Like they put white castles, they put castles built out of marble right next to the poverty-stricken hood. I'm talking about right next to some of the toughest projects in the world. But that's another story. But yeah, you know, I just don't want nobody to ever think that you're not worth your weight in gold, or the culture that you've been studying, the information that you've been getting. You know what I'm talking about? The courses and all of these things that you've been receiving, the downloads that you've been receiving from these teachers. Don't ever in your life think that these things were not worth its weight in gold. I just told you there's a valuation on wokeness, and that's 44 billion. They didn't tell you the valuation of consciousness. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. So we're gonna stop playing broke games. We're gonna stop playing poverty-stricken. We're gonna stop apologizing for, you know, being entrepreneurs, infopreneurs, serial entrepreneurs, whatever it may be. We need to start taking our power back. You know what I'm talking about? So that's what these upcoming talks. That's what these upcoming talks will be about. These upcoming lectures that we'll be doing throughout the summertime. You know what I'm saying? We have something that we're working on in the LA area. Brother Rich will give you a date very soon. We also have something that we're doing in Norfolk. We also have something that we're doing in Baltimore. You know what I mean? We also have something that we're working on in Houston and Dallas simultaneously. So, you know, it's just work to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I would really love to sit down and get in my bag for the Melanin Mondays and whatnot. But you see what's going on right now. You know, it's a lot of energy out here. And I got definitely things that I need to cater to. So we'll get back to you. You know what I mean? We might do something on the 4th of July. We might do a stream out here because it's going to be pretty lit tomorrow with a whole bunch of people out here. We might go live and walk around and do a little bit of interviews, introduce you to some people who you might not have never known, or people who you be seeing and you don't think that we know them. Like this shit is separated for some reason. Like this is not all connected. Like everybody knows each other, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like if I don't know a nigga, then, you know, shit, then he just not known. All right? But love and light to the family.
Ram.
Get up.
You know, looking goddesses.
666 likes on my Instagram.
I make imagination real.